Good evening and welcome to Third Friday All You Can Eat Improv with ComedyFLOPs. I'm your host, Creme, Fraiche. And this month we are supporting Suicide Prevention and Crisis Center here in the Tompkins County community. Their work, I think, is obvious, and they help a whole heck of a lot of people. So if you are so moved tonight, please make a small contribution. You should be able to see the donation link below me. We have a big cast tonight and a fun show planned for you. If it's your first time joining us, no problem. It's easy peasy. We will play a series of games all made up on the spot, and at different times we'll ask you to put suggestions in the chats. Your suggestions will help fill the content of our games, and the weirder you are, the funnier it will be. Okay, we usually do 2 sets. We'll probably do that tonight. We'll probably take a small break, but then we'll come right back with more great improv. So without further ado, I'd like to invite our cast onto the stage. I don't know why I said onto the stage. It's like I was raised in the Howard Cosell generation. Yuck. Anyway, let's give a warm welcome to the man who isn't corny except in improv. Let's hear it for Propcorn.
Oh, hi.
The flop, most likely never to starve if lost in the woods. Let's welcome Hand Rations. Woo! Looking stylish in their glasses. The man who keeps this whole mess going tonight. And tonight, it really was a rigamarole. We lost our Twitch feed, but we're going out over YouTube. Let's give a big hand to our tech guru, Rigamarole. The other night, you may have seen him up in the sky in his most super form. It's the Moonman.
Moon.
Man who has switched from tennis to badminton. Let's hear it for Joe Lobb.
Joe Lobb.
You know, it rained a lot this week, and if you looked in your garden, you might have found a worm hammer. Doing self-home dentistry. Nice. Researchers and archaeologists have made a huge discovery this week. If they were digging in the Egyptian desert and they came across some camel treasure. Ooh. Mesmerizing, isn't it? And finally, we have a flop who has not yet received her official flop's name, but right now she's random cast member. Let's welcome Meg.
RAC.
And we may have chance of showers joining us if her technical difficulties work out, and we'll see, right?
Gotta stay tuned to see how it works out.
It's all a whole thing tonight here at ComedyFLOPs, All You Can Eat Improv. So with all the cast that was able to get into the feed on stage, we're going to start off with a Flops favorite. This is one that we play fairly frequently. It's called Karl Barks, and what we need you to do in the chat is to give us things we can name a lot of in terms of people. So now I just screwed that all up. My brain is having technical difficulties tonight. So let me try that again. I gave sort of the categories instruction. Think of famous people, right? Give us celebrities, famous people, fictional people, and we'll take their name and miraculously morph it into something weird and stupid. So if the name you gave us was Karl Marx, we would say, when he's a dog, he's
Karl Barks.
I didn't realize it was a fill in the blank.
I didn't realize it either. It's improv. I make it up as I go along, and boy, does it show. So what we need in the chat are names of people and celebrities and fictional characters. And while our audience thinks about that, I'm going to start us off with one, and it is going to be a doozy. The first one is going to be Ricardo Montalban of Fantasy Island fame, Wrath of Khan, and Propcorn first out of the gate.
If he's eating Middle Eastern desserts, he's Ricardo Montalflan.
Oh, very nice. When he's really pissed off at Tattoo, he's Dickardo, Montauban. Joe Lobb.
When he's being a hipster, he's avocado Montauban.
Riggy.
When this game is just too hard for me, is really hard Mega Bomb.
Wormhammer.
When he's got different color of hair, he's Ricardo Monto Brunette.
I think you did there. Propcorn.
If he's auditioning for I Love Lucy, he's Ricky Ricardo Montalban.
Nice. Moonman.
Yeah, when he's driving really fast, he's Ricardo Autobahn.
Nice. Meg.
When he's had too many refried beans, he's Ricardo Montalban.
There it is. Joe Lobb, I think I saw your hand.
When he's in the Swiss Alps, he's Ricardo Montblanc.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh. All right, we're starting to get the chat populated, so let's go with Chris's suggestion of Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. When she's driving an automatic or a manual transmission, she's Taylor Shift. Riggy.
When I could tell Leo has a good one and John completely misses it, he becomes Taylor Miffed.
RCM.
When she's really having a pair of pants fast, she's Taylor Swift.
Wormhammer.
When she smells of someone's fart, she's Taylor Whiffed.
Corn, I saw your hand.
Well, kind of similarly. When
Okay.
she has eaten too many of those baked beans, she's Taylor Quiffed.
There you go. Moonman.
When she's acting out her favorite movie, Thelma and Louise, she's Taylor Clift.
RCM.
When her boat has gone astray, she is Sailor Adrift.
Yeah, there it is. We were all hanging on it. Riggy.
So hard, so difficult.
When
Sure.
I'm passing off this joke as original by writing it down and putting it in your mail slot in your door, this is a mailer grift.
Yeah. Cam.
Now that marijuana is mostly illegal or legal, she's Taylor Spliff.
Oh, I was just thinking about that one. Nice. Propcorn.
If she runs for office but then kind of loses her mind, she's Mayor Flipped.
When she's kind of into those beans, she's Taylor Sniffed. Joe Lobb.
When she carves a small piece of scrimshaw and gives it to someone, she's Whaler Gift.
Nice. Moonman.
When she's hunting a large white whale, she's Sailor Miffed.
Riggy.
When her buddy can't do his acting job and she's got to fill in for him, she's taking over Kilmer's shift.
And Wormhammer.
When she's got something in her hair, she's Taylor Dandrift.
Nice. Okay, let's pick another one. How about Billie Eilish? Billie Eilish. Keeping with musicians. RCM.
When she's wearing extra long lashes, right? She's Billie Eyelash.
There it is. Yep. Wormhammer.
When she is working in construction, she's Billy High Lift.
Good. And hand rations.
When she's a specific breed of European horse, she's Philly Irish.
Nice. Cam.
When she's walking down the runway, she's Billy Stylish.
Nice. Popcorn.
When she's feeling a bit anxious, she's Billy Eye Twitch.
Nice. How about Riggy?
When you're upset that guy threw his coin in the fountain, you're just so mad at him. You're like, that's a silly guy wish.
Wormhammer. I think I saw your hand.
When she's very extreme, she's really Eilish.
All right, let's pick one. Oh, Joe Lobb. Sorry, didn't see you there.
When she's going crazy on Home Shopping Network, she's willy-nilly buy this.
Okay, so for the next one, I'm going to mash it up and give you a choice because we have two suggestions, both with the last name Lopez. So we have Jennifer Lopez, but we also have Mario Lopez. And so this is a Flop's Choice version of this round. You pick the one you want to mess up. Joe Lobb.
When she is refusing a proposal, she's marry you? No, please.
Think about that one. I've confused your brains by giving you too many choices. Propcorn.
When she's eating at a French restaurant, she's Jenny from the Croc.
I like it. Remember.
When she's running low on candy, she's Jennifer No Pez.
Nice. When her most recent movie lays an egg, she's Jennifer Lopez. Camel Treasure.
When he breaks out his camera from 2001, he's Mario Low Res.
When he's looking up at the evening sky, he's Stario Lopez. Riggy.
When his hat falls off, he becomes Harry Do No Fez.
Wormhammer.
When he's a salesman, but he's gonna do a discount, he's Mario No Less.
Anyone want to bring us home? Joe Lobb, go for it.
I'll try. When it's Christmas time, he's merry old King Cole Lopez.
I had to think about it. Good one. All right, that is Karl Barks. Thank you to everyone for your fine suggestions there. That one was, by the way, a mashup from Mrs. Gumby and Chris. Thank you both for that. Dr. C for Billie Eilish. We like to give people shout outs. So our next game is a two-person scene, and this one's going to be for Hand Rations and Joe Lobb. And what they're going to play is called the alphabet game. And how the alphabet game works is I'm going to call up my handy dandy timer here on my phone. And with that, they're going to create a two-person scene. And they're going to try and do this two-person scene in under 90 seconds. And how they're going to do it is each sentence in their scene will begin with the next letter of the alphabet, right? So they have to kind of move fast, remember their ABCs, maybe hum them to themselves, you know. And we're not going to start on A because that's for amateurs. We're going to start them instead on, I think, O. We'll start them on O. And a suggestion to inform their scenes, and we have some great ones. This is from Andy. Backseat of the bus is your scene inspiration, starting with the letter O. I will start the clock when the first flop talks.
Ouch, these bumps really hurt.
Please stop falling on top of me. I know the bus is bumpy, but keep your space.
Quite okay by me, sorry.
Right. Where are you going anyway?
St. Albans. You?
There's so many places to choose from.
Understandably, in a big city like London.
Very peculiar how they just let me on the bus without a ticket.
What good fortune.
Exactly.
You should buy a lottery ticket.
Zoinks, do you think that I should?
Absolutely.
Before I do all my errands today, I should better get that taken care of. I can talk.
Of course you can. It's a free country.
Do you really think that?
England? Certainly.
Fair. I just know there's a lot of different opinions about the political situation right now.
Granted.
How do you think they're going to solve all this, by the way?
I have no idea. I'm not a politician myself.
Just keep your head down and wait for them to figure it out.
Keep your head down. That's a good idea.
Lots of stuff like that my old grandma used to say.
My goodness, aren't grandparents wonderful?
Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Of course.
Okay, pretty good. You didn't quite do it in 90 seconds, but you missed it only by 7 seconds. So that's pretty impressive. That's pretty darn good. And it's probably one of the better times we've had in recent history. So yay you. But I don't want you to think too much of yourselves here. You know, I feel like you need challenge, right? You are seasoned improv professionals. So we're going to have you continue that scene, but this time working backwards, still from the letter O. And I'll start with the first person who talks.
Only on a day like this would the bus get stuck behind a horse.
Nothing like good luck, is there?
My, oh my.
Luck. If we didn't have any bad luck, we wouldn't have any luck at all.
Okay. Okay.
Last time this route didn't have any blockages at all. I was surprised.
Just yesterday, that was completely normal.
I guess if you have too many people in a small space, that's what happens.
How many people do you think there are here?
Gosh, I don't know. 8 million maybe?
40,000 probably.
Equally disturbing is the number of the people is that they're all trying to go to the same place we are.
Damn it, and I thought I was being original.
Can't be original that easy.
Boy, you said it.
Asking you, what's your profession?
Zookeeper.
Yow. Big animals or the little ones?
Extra tiny.
Wow, that's amazing. Can you see all of them?
Very rarely.
Under the right circumstances, probably.
Time to time.
Surely this is going to lead to a wonderful career.
Right. Keep telling yourself that.
Quit being so negative.
Perhaps I shall.
Of course you will.
Okay, good effort. Let's see that
It's
we can.
fuzzy, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, it's 2 minutes 17 seconds. So we didn't quite hit the 90-second mark, but again, a good effort with a degree of difficulty. Well done and good job keeping that scene going. There was some great stuff in there. So yay, you. All right, now get the hell off my screen. No, just kidding. All right, so our next game is a fun one. And well, they're all fun ones. I don't know why I say that. They're all fun. Right? This one's fun. It's gonna really suck. Okay. This next game you're really gonna hate.
Everybody take a break.
Yeah.
Is that my cue?
Start drinking. Yes, our next game is for Camel Treasure and Chance of Showers. So good to see you. I know it's welcome to Tech Hell Night, Chance of Showers. We're glad you're here. And the game we're going to play tonight with you is Would I Lie to You? And how this game works is I've asked our audience to give us suggestions of things they would like you to tell them a story about. The story you tell them can be true. The story you tell them can be a lie. You get to choose. Once you've each told your stories, we will have the flops come on screen, and the flops and our audience will get to vote for first whose story they liked better. And that person will get a bonus point. And then the flops and our audience can vote on, did you lie or did you tell the truth? And every person that you fake out gets you another point. And at the end, we'll see who's the better liar or truth teller. Okay, simple as that.
Excellent.
So we have lots of suggestions, and gosh, we seem to have a little bit of a theme of some animals. Mrs. Gumby suggests that we tell stories about chickens. Leathertown says farm animals. Bitsy says a family of tortoises.
Wow.
So that's our animal section of the program. We also have suggestions of sandwiches, ice cream sandwiches, a long walk, and something really big. So I'm going to go with the first one we got from Mrs. Gumby. Tonight's story is your best story, starting with Cam, I think, about chickens. Your best story about chickens.
About chickens. Well, I grew up in Chicago. So it may surprise you, it may not, but chickens aren't normally kept in backyards in Chicago. However, I did have a neighbor across the alleyway that had a small chicken coop that had about 4 or 5 chickens and 1 rooster. And every morning at about 5:45, you would either hear the garbage truck on a Saturday morning, or that damn rooster every single morning. It was like living in the country in the middle of the city. Suffice it to say, my parents didn't like it so much. It didn't bother me because I was a kid and I slept through pretty much everything. But yeah, so my neighbors would not sell, they wouldn't sell the eggs, they would give them away. And it was kind of like curry favor because of the noise. I'm sorry, my screen glitched for a second there. They wouldn't sell their eggs, they would give them away because they understood that the rooster was so flipping annoying in the middle of the city that to kind of appease any of the complaints, they kind of gave them eggs. I think eventually they did end up eating said chickens, but I think I was gone at that point.
Okay. So Camel Treasure, there's your story. So flops and audience, consider his story. We're not going to vote on Cam's story just yet, but just let it percolate. See if you think he was fibbing to us or telling us the truth of the Chicago rooster, otherwise known as Chicago Red. Chance of Showers is up next. And Chance of Showers, let's hear your best chicken story.
Great. Hello. My best chicken story. Well, in all its glory. Let's see. I had a rooster named Cocky, and he just would crow all times of day, and I couldn't stop it. There's just nothing you can do to keep a rooster from, doing what he does best and just announcing to the world that he's there and that he has all these, chicks around him. So Cocky one day was out and about in the yard, and my neighbor came over, and I was talking to the neighbor, and Cocky all of a sudden decided the neighbor was, foul play and wanted to go after him. So, which, not entirely opposed to that because wasn't enjoying the conversation with the neighbor. So Cocky went after said neighbor, and here I am yelling, Cocky, no, Cocky, no. And the neighbor, not really realizing, the bird's name, kind of looked confused. And, long story short, I haven't talked to that neighbor since. But Cocky followed that neighbor home at his heels the whole way, defending his broads. And I want to believe myself as well. Not a very exciting story, but to me, it was very satisfying. So there you go, the story of Cocky the rooster.
Well, there's so much to unpack in that. I don't know if that's actually true, but I want that to be true. I want that to be true. So, all right. So this is the point in our show, or in this game rather, where we're going to ask you, the audience, in the chat to type in which flop you think had the better story. And while you do that, I'm going to ask the other flops to come back on stage and let's see what they think about this.
We got Grillin?
I forgot about the Inquisitor. That's true. But before we do that, let's just vote on content of story. right? We don't want to, let's not bias that with whether we think they're big fibbers or not. So show of hands, who thinks that Cam had the better story? Okay, Cam, doesn't look good for you there. Flops, who thinks that Chance of Showers had the better story? Okay, now Cam, you could still win that bonus point, but let's see what our audience says. Okay, Cocky Be Real, and Andy's going with you, Chance of Showers. Pike is going with Chicago Red. So we'll see if a few more come in, and we'll declare the winner of that in just a moment. But there is a twist we added to our game that I forgot about, and that is the Grand Inquisitor. The Grand Inquisitor gets to ask each participant one question, and I think tonight the Grand Inquisitor, I think, shall be the Moonman. Moon, you get to ask each of them one question about their story to probe and see if they're fibbers.
All right, Chance of Showers. How many chicks did Cocky have? Answer quick, come on.
Oh, he had in the teens. He was a stud.
I don't know, a little delay on answering there. I'm not sure if I trust you.
Okay.
All right.
Camel Treasure.
Yes, sir.
All right.
A little delay in asking, sir.
quick
yes.
answer.
In the alleyway.
Yes, sir.
It requires 2 buildings. How tall was each building?
Well, they're 2 garages, so they're about 8 feet with small peaks.
All right. Those are my questions.
Okay, so Chance of Showers.
Is that using Pythagoras theorem?
What?
Okay.
Exactly, sir.
Okay, so we got a little dust up between our contestants tonight. So
a bit cocky over there.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the results of the best story vote from our audience, and it looks like 1 for Chance of Showers, 1 for Cam, 1 for Cam. So Cam, you picked up 3 votes from our audience, but Chance of Showers picked up. Yeah, Chance of Showers picked up 1, but well, we have a bigger audience, but not everybody is chatting, so you know. I'm gonna have to say Chance of Showers still has the lead on best story, so Chance of Showers gets +1, right? Okay, now flops, and we're gonna start with Camel Treasure, and I'm gonna ask you one by one if you think he's lying or truthing. And let's see, let's start with Moonman. Is Cam lying or truthing?
Well, he is capable of great lies.
Well,
So
clearly, yeah.
I want to say he's telling the truth this time around.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get a vote for truth. And how about Propcorn? Cam, lying or truthing?
You know, I was looking deep into his eyes there. I think he was telling the truth.
Okay. We've got a trend here. RCM, what do you think?
Me. Sorry, I was still looking deeply into Camel Treasure's eyes and I got
Right.
lost.
Easy to do.
I think
happens.
he's telling the truth. I don't think anybody would have chosen 2 garages for an alleyway. It's too random. So that's I'm gonna say he's telling the truth.
Okay, it's in the details. Hand Rations, what do you think?
I'm gonna say lie just because I want to go against what everybody else is saying.
Sure. Yeah.
The
Rebel.
contrarian.
Yeah, something to be said for being contrarian. Joe Lobb, what do you think?
I think his story had a flow and an ease to it that can only come from real experience. I'm going to say he's telling the truth.
Okay, saying truth. And all right, let's see. Riggy, what do you think?
There was a moment where he stuttered really hard. He said, "Oh, my his screen froze."
Yeah.
That's not true. He was about to say snake because really they were raising snakes, not chickens in that alleyway. So he's lying.
We had lots of garter snakes too. But
He's a fibber. Saying a fibber, huh? Okay.
Yeah, he's lying. There were snakes.
Wormhammer, Wormhammer, what do you think?
As an avid liar, I think that Camel Treasure is telling the truth.
think he's telling the truth. Okay. Well, and so that leaves my vote, and I think he's yanking us. I'm saying lie. So Cam.
Ow, my chain.
Right, exactly. Right now, 5 flops say you're truthin', and 3 flops say you're fibbing. And let's see, our audience, we have a couple of votes here. You get a vote for truth, so we'll put that in the truth category. Cam, well, actually, don't reveal it yet. Let's get the vote. Let's get the vote on chance of showers. Okay, so let's go in reverse order this time. Wormhammer, what do you think of chance of showers stories? Lying or truthin'?
As an avid truth teller, I think she's telling the truth.
Okay, you know the ring of truth when you hear it. That's great. Rigamarole, what do you think? Lying or truthin'?
I have to say, she's telling the truth. I was that neighbor, and I was confused.
Okay. Joe Lobb.
Methinks the lady doth pun too much. So I'm going to say she's lying.
Saying she's a liar. Okay. And Rations, what do you think?
See, I think calling the chicken cocky, that's almost too on the nose. But considering how kids can be, I think that it sounds like the type of thing that somebody really would come up with. So I'm going to say truth.
Okay, giving her a T for truth. RCM, what do you think?
I think she probably did have a rooster named Cocky, but I still think the story is a lie.
Ooh, okay. An element of truth, but the rest completely fabricated. Got it.
Correct.
Okay. Propcorn, what do you think?
Yeah, well, my hunch here is that, yes, there was a rooster, but I imagine the rooster's name was actually Penis. So I think based on that entire premise, this was a lie.
Okay, sure. Nice. Moonman, what do you think?
I say it has to be the truth. Otherwise, she will be breaking our hearts with that being a false story.
Yeah. I hear that. Well, I know a couple of things about chance of showers. I know that she does have foul, right? I do know that. And so it's plausible that this is a true story. I also know that chance of showers is a little bit rivaled. So I think it would be absolutely in keeping with her character to name a rooster Cocky.
Oh, yeah.
And regardless of whether the rooster was gone, I've heard her just in public yell, Cocky, Cocky. And so I think she's telling the truth. I'm going to give her a vote for truth. And let's see if we have any more votes.
He's a real bird expert. We all know his relationship with the crows.
Right. And giving the bird. So, so yeah, you're right, Ricky, and thank you for that. So we have right now as our votes, for Cam, we have 3 that say Cam is lying and 6 truthin'. And for chance of showers, we say 3 lies and 5 truths. Just out of curiosity, chance of showers, do you think Cam was lying?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay, doesn't count in a vote, but I'm curious. Cam, what do you think? Chance of showers a liar or not?
Yeah, she's lying.
They're both lying. They think they're both. The other is a big liar. So okay, it is time to reveal. Cam, was your story truthful or was it a lie?
My story was a lie, people.
I told you.
It was a lie.
Snakes.
So Cam fooled 6 people.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So that's a big score, but chance of showers has that big bonus point going, so it may work out for him. So chance of showers, was your story truthful or was it a fib?
Well, if you think on any day I speak to my neighbor, you're fucking crazy.
So a lie.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Okay.
they were watching and they just left.
I got chickens and I got a rooster.
So
But Lord help that rooster, if it goes over there, it's on its own.
But is the rooster named Cocky? That's what we're trying to figure out here.
It's not, but you know what? The next one will be.
Yeah. No,
We're
actually,
holding
It is
to
now.
that.
Propcorn got it right. The rooster's name is actually Penis. So we have an unusual event tonight. I would say Chance of Showers was the favorite coming into this game, and Chance of Showers just totally fooled 5 of us. And with Chance of Showers' bonus point, Chance of Showers has a score of 6. However, Cam, with an amazing just tomfoolery, if you will, also fooled 6. We have our first tie in Would I Lie to You? So tonight's champions, or conversely, tonight's biggest losers, are Camel Treasure and Chance of Showers.
Yay. Way to go, losers.
Yeah,
Liars, we're liars.
a very appropriate flops ending. And since we have all the cast on the stage at the moment, that's a nice transition to our next game, which is Limerick. And so for Limerick, what I need folks to do is in the chat, populate it with 1-syllable words. And we're going to take those 1-syllable words and we are going to choose them and make up limericks about them. And the lineup for this order is going to be what I see on my screen. So I'll put that in while folks are doing that.
Oh, we will all have to psychically
Yes.
to John's brain and figure out.
Yes.
Yeah, that I feel bad for you all if that is true. All right, so we start with Cam, then me, then the Moonman, then Propcorn, then RCM, then Hand Rations, then Joe Lobb. Oh, I guess we'll let Riggy in the game.
I mean,
And of course,
we can take a break. That's fine.
Warhammer,
Bye.
and then Chance of Showers. Okay,
Rounding up the rear.
it's just how you popped on my screen. Would you like to be up higher in this?
Nope.
Are you sure? Am I gonna
You
get
like
sulky?
this in rear, I suppose.
All right. So, oh boy, we've got lots and lots and lots of them. All right, I'm going to take your suggestions right out of the chat, and I'm going to. That's our order.
Thank you.
Yeah. I could not have held that in my head.
And here are the different suggestions from our friends. And their names are in front of them, so you'll have to just sort of suss them out from there. And so, Flops, what your goal is to pick any word you want from the list, and if you're starting the rhyme, that's the word you use. Okay. And this is for folks at home. This is standard limericks, like there once was a man from Nantucket, blah 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 blah, right? And we're gonna make up rhymes about these different words on the spot. And Cam, you get to start us off. Pick any word you want to start.
Any word I want. I have a very good cat.
My cat is really all of that.
Once or twice a day.
I pull her out to play.
And before I know it, she's taking a shat.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, Hand Ration, you got the next one. So if you know you're coming up for the next one, just pick one and go.
Let me tell you a very good yarn.
It happened one day in a barn.
I was chasing my rooster.
When got hit in the gooster.
And I can't imagine that it strayed far from the yarn.
I am a giant lying lord.
Who's still stuck with his umbilical cord?
It happened one day.
It just melted away.
and my head somehow seemed to be shorn.
I seem to have lost my shoe.
And I just don't know what to do.
I've looked everywhere.
And I've found nothing square.
But I still just can't figure out what to do.
Okay, since we're doing the same ones, let me start the next one that will mix it up a little bit. So, I finally have read a good book.
Amazed at the time it took.
It's got words on the pages.
And it seems to come in phases.
The letters, they change when I look.
Hey,
My face has just turned bright green.
For the shades, there was no in-between.
I don't know how to fix it.
But as a witch, I can betwixt it.
Ooh.
and look at this lovely shade of green.
Moonman, you can start this one.
My paycheck has just gone poof.
It seems to have fallen into gobbledygoof.
Very confusing.
For all the time I was snoozing.
It was clearly some administrative goof.
Nice.
I can't seem to get off of this train.
And I'm trying to get to Maine.
Although my struggle is real.
Desperation, I feel.
And it seems all efforts are in vain. All right, Propcorn, why don't you start this one?
I woke up to my pillow with a spot.
From my nose, it seemed it had got.
The stain was massive.
The smell was aggressive.
Wish it wasn't my tongue I did blot.
When I was a boy, I owned a shed.
Said shed was painted red.
It held all my toys.
And a couple of boys.
Oh no.
Now it's been so long, they're both dead.
Oh no!
All right, RCN, start the next one.
Let's see. Weird. I don't understand most of these words, audience.
Well, no, their name is in front of it is the problem. Look at,
Oh,
like,
oh,
the end of
got it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right, that is a lot easier. All
Yeah,
right,
there isn't
let's see.
necessarily a thing called Dr. C knows.
Yeah,
Oh,
like, I don't know how to work that into Limerick, but I'll try.
Dr. C
Oh,
also
then
said
for a
Improv.
Dr. C bag.
also said
let's
lamp,
see.
and it looks like Dr. Lamp.
Clamp,
Dr.
Dr.
Clamp.
Clamp.
My gynecologist's name is Dr. Clamp.
There you go.
It is.
His office always seems to be damp.
It's also poorly lit.
Oh gosh, it's spit!
And now I am stuck in a vamp.
Got the next one, chance of showers.
Oh,
Whatever word you want.
oh, goody. I get to pick. Oh, as a child, my nickname was Butch.
I never pulled. I always pushed.
It gave me great joy.
Better than any toy.
So I just went to my 7-Eleven for a slush.
Okay, we're going to do the last round, and we're going to start this one with hand rations. So we'll do 2 more.
I don't think I was delivered by stork.
The smell that surrounds me is pork.
Have a piggy nose.
And many piggy toes.
But what I was chased with was a fork.
There
it is. Yeah. And Cam, bring us home.
Bring us home.
Not the right number of syllables, Cam. You gotta.
Yeah. Right.
I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore. Oh crap! The problem is I don't know what's been taken and what it has. And there's so
Pick
many
one. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna go with. I brought my groceries home in a bag.
The bag contained a hag.
I met it last week.
And I bought a cheek.
But unfortunately, I hit a snag.
All right, and that's limericks. So we're going to take these wonderful suggestions to inform our next game. Our next game is Home Shopping Network. And so this is going to be a game for Riggy, who's going to be our host. And Riggy's going to be trying to sell us something. The problem is Riggy doesn't know what that something is. But thankfully, Riggy has a helper for this. And the helper for this game is Propcorn. And so I have your suggestions, and I'm going to tell Propcorn, bless you, what it is
Thanks.
that Riggy is trying to sell.
Now, goodbye.
And so here we go. I'm gonna type it, but only to.
Yes, only to me. Only
only.
my eyes can see.
Okay, so here's the thing, and once he gets it, he's gonna have to figure out this next piece too, right? Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Exciting. So sell that thing.
Ready for me?
Yes. Yeah. Sell that thing.
All right, hit the music. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to be here with you, interrupting your favorite sports session. I'm not a big sports guy. I don't know what season we're in. To sell you this brand new product. I hope you're ready because it's an exciting one. I've got my model here, Gerald. Gerald, are you ready to show off the model for us? Terrific, thank you. All right, Gerald. Gerald's going to show you how it works, and I'm going to describe it for you. All right, yep. What we have here is a sweaty. Okay, yes, it's sweaty. What we have is sweaty, and trust me, that seems like a bad thing, but it's not. You're going to want this. Next, oh, wait, it's also thread. It's thread. It's also a sewing kit. No, it's very obviously the needle in between the thread. Yes. So yes, it's sweaty and a thread. And lastly, no, it's a needle. Sorry, sweaty needle. And it is This is marvelous, folks. It's powered by thumbs. It's powered by thumbs. It's powered by a very poor game of beach volleyball. It's powered by getting way too close to the camera with the devil. It's powered by slapping Satan. It's powered by spanking Satan.
It's a band.
Spanking Satan sponsored our show. Okay. All right. It's something on four hooves. Powered by slapping the cheek of a dog. Cat. A cat toy. It's powered by cats. Yes. Oh, folks, this is exciting. I've heard about these sweaty needles powered by cats. Just batting around. If you got a cat at home, you're not going to want to miss out on this. And we've got the price here, $847.98, folks. You're not going to want to miss out this deal. And we're going to turn it back over to your famous sport. Call 1-800-JOHN's phone number right now, and we'll sell it to you. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you so much, Rigamarole. And we are excited to move those sweaty needles. We have 7 cats here in my house, and they are just working up a storm, powering up those needles. Good job, Riggy. You got that one fast. And good job, Propcorn, on your superior skills of giving clues. That's not an easy job in that game. So we have one more game for our first set, then we'll take a quick break. This game is going to be hosted by the one and only Rigamarole. I know it's an audience favorite. We're going to play Cult Leader.
Hello, everybody. So, I will shortly explain this game, but before I do, go ahead and throw in the chat the first thing you think of. I'm going to play a game with you. The first thing you think of when I say the word mess. So, mess, and then the first thing you think of when you hear darkness. The first thing you hear when you think of when you hear the word prophetic. All right? So, those are the 3. Just fill the chat with the first thing you think of, and then the second thing you think of, and then the third thing you think of for those 3 things, and then we should probably have enough. This game, now that you're getting in there, I'll explain. We'll have 2 individuals from the Flops come up here, and they will both be proposing to you a cult. They're going to be designing a society for you to live in for the rest of time when the apocalyptic times come, and they're going to be trying to convince you to join their cult. The other alternative name for this game, Happy Family. So tonight, the 2 Flops, please bring yourself onto the screen if you wouldn't mind. We've got Wormhammer. We've got RCM. All right. So you folks will be looking in the chat. I will be looking in the chat. If you guys come up with something that you're very excited about, please let me know, and I will make an exception for that. But let's go with who's taking laundry? One of you is taking laundry.
Is that a rhetorical question?
All right, Wormhammer's taking laundry. And that means RCM, you're taking car.
All right.
All right. Let's see. RCM, you've got tsunami, and Wormhammer, you've got black hole. Anybody see anything either of you want?
Sound of silence.
Sound of silence. You got your 3, Leo, Wormhammer, and RCM. Is there anything in there you want?
I guess hoodwink. No, that's 2 on those. Let's do shadow. Shadow.
Shadow. Okay. Wormhammer, you're 3. What do you got?
Sound of silence, laundry, black hole.
All right, RCM, you're 3.
I've got tsunami, car, and shadow.
Delicious. Sounds good. And with that, we'll start the game. Thank you all for joining us this evening for our Happy Family Society gathering, and I'm so happy to have our 2 finalists here to describe to you what you're going to be doing with the rest of your lives, and you'll get to decide which one you're going home with today. So why don't we start off with you, young sir. You're on this side. You, young sir, please introduce yourself to the audience and tell us just a little bit about your family.
Yes, of course. My cult is a very quiet family. And did I say cult? I meant family. And I am here to offer you what we know as the end of the world. It is coming. A black hole is on its way, but we must be very quiet about this and dress very fashionably.
Terrific. Thank you very much. I'm going to refer to you as Mr. Whispers. And you, would you like to come up here and introduce yourself and your family?
Oh, my darlings, I would love to. My name is Frida Miltavovich, and I have a family for you. Oh, my goodness, you are going to love it. First of all, you get your own car. Every member of my family gets their own car. And it is like a cult of a family of the automobile. You know, they say that people who love the automobile are like a family. We're making it a family. What is your car of choice? We have it, and we will get it for you, and you will spend eternity in it, and you will love it. We inflate the wheels. We make the wheels very large and buoyant because we know the great tsunami is coming. If you don't believe it, then you do not know anything about what is to come. So we inflate the wheels of our beautiful automobiles. We wait. The shadows come, the shadows go. We explore our inner shadows together, and we wait. We wait in our cars for the tsunami. My darlings, you're going to love it.
Sounds like a very patient cult, requiring patience. So now we're going to open the floor to questioning. So you go ahead and studio audience, you can come on in and we can start asking questions from you, or you can put them in the chat and I can read them for you. If you're remote today, please put down your questions in the chat and we'll get some answers out of these two family leaders. Let's start with you there, sir.
Hi there. Yeah, my name is Joe. I'm a master mechanic. And I've been working on cars for 25 years. So my question is to Frito-Lay over there. How do you plan on keeping the water from out of the engines? Because once the water gets in your engine, you're toast. You're done. So you can have all the cars in the world, but once they get waterlogged, they're useless.
Oh, my darling. Once the tsunami comes, these cars never have to be roadworthy again. You understand? They will float in the great flood.
Yeah, I think you're floating in the great flood.
God willing, God willing. I can't wait for you to come and enjoy our beautiful car family.
In the interest of fair time, Mr. Whispers, how do we plan to help people survive the coming of the black hole?
Oh, we will not survive. That is why we must take every moment we have left on this precious world to dress however we want. Harry Styles is in this family, and look at him. Look at how he spends his time on the stage dressing with those pants. Don't you want to be like Harry Styles?
I didn't think I did before I came here today, but I'm starting to think I do now. How about you with your tiny little fingers stuck together right there? Yeah, how about you?
Yeah. This all sounds pretty terrifying and good all at the same time, which has me very, very confused. But, what about my cats? Can my cats also dress in styles? Or conversely, could my cats get their own cars? These are very important, we're a family here too. And if we're going to be in your family, I need to know that this is all going to be okay.
Cats. Of course. We have many old ladies in our family who know the ways of the yarn and the quilting. They will have so many clothes, so much laundry for the black hole.
Oh, sir, you make a very compelling point.
Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. You see, there is no great shadow creature than the cat. The cat is the most shadowy of all creatures. So, of course, we would have them in our family. We will give them small Barbie dream cars, Barbie dream Jeeps. They will have their custom vehicles. There is room for all shadow creatures waiting for the tsunami.
Well, you've both given me quite a bit to think about here, and I don't know. I can't make up my mind.
It is just tricky.
Oh, we have a returning member back here. Must not have worked out for him last time. Joe, I see you over there. What's your question?
Well, without explicitly mentioning it, both of these families appear to be highly sexually charged. I mean, Mr. Whispers is saying have a good time before the black hole comes, and that advice has been, it's been with us since antiquity. And we all know what happens in the back seats of cars, not since antiquity, but since the 1920s, certainly. So my question is, if my partner joins one of your families, is it okay if I don't join? Or if I join one of your families, is it okay if my partner stays away?
All right. Yeah, let's start with Frito-Lay.
Joe, if this car is a rockin', don't come a knockin'. You know what I'm saying? You can have your partner, you can have any partner in the car of your choice. We are a sexually charged family. So bring your family, create a new family, but the shadows within must escape.
Joe, let me tell you a little, let me give you a little relationship advice, if I will. If your partner is not prepared for the black hole to come, is not prepared to join this family, then they are simply not good enough for you. You will find many lovely specimens in this family for you. And I truly believe, Joe, that this family is right for you.
Okay, I think we got time for a couple more. Let's go. What one finger wagger? One finger wagger. Let's see what you got. One finger wagger.
Yeah, my friends call me Johnny B, and I like a good time as much as everybody else, maybe even more. And I gotta say, tsunamis, black holes, sounds like a good time to me. So I want to know from each of you guys, what happens during a happy hour?
It's always happy hour in our family. For we are always having a good time, always partying, always dressing up. Cats come too, and you can always have a happy hour in our family. Just at the end of the hour of civilization, when the black hole comes to consume the end, you will be there and you will be happy.
Very cryptic, Frito-Lay.
Oh, my darling. Each evening, as the sun goes down, we circle up our cars, our beautiful vehicles. We've created a custom cocktail called the Tsunami. It comes in a hurricane glass. And it is deep blue. It is filled with shadow suckers, and you will love it. Our happy hours are filled with starlight, with headlights, with shadow, hurricane, and tsunami. Oh, you will dance the night away under the stars, my darling.
Thank you both. Sounds like fun.
Well, as soon as the one family starts advocating for drinking and driving, that's the time we have to start wrapping this thing up. So let's get the studio audience up here. I'm sorry, Mick Shellman. I saw you were in the audience today, Mick. We'll get your question next time, Mick Shellman.
Brock Feltman.
Yeah, I love that guy, Nick Nelman. All right, so
Brock Feltman.
Yeah, everybody, by a show of hands, thank you, Chip Brockman. Show of hands, who really was? And you in the chat,
Brock.
Please. Pick your family that you enjoyed the most. The Whispers and the Whispers in the Black Hole, or the well, they're not really driving, so I guess it's not really drunk driving. It's drunk floating. That's legal.
Floating.
You can drunk float,
floating.
sure. Drunk floaters. All right, so by show of hands, who's up for the drunk floaters family? I got a 1. I got a 2. I got a 3. I got a 4. And somebody disappeared. So okay, I got 4 for the drunk floaters. Now let's see on the other side of things who's up for going through a black hole with Mr. Whispers. A 1. I got a 2. I got a 3. I got 3 for Mr. Whispers, and I think I may have disconnected from chat. By the way, my apologies, chat. If you're writing in it, I've disconnected. So it seems it's 4 for the for Cadillac and whiskey, and it's 3 for laundry in a black hole. So it seems today everybody will be going home, getting their own free car and floating away on a tsunami with dear Frito-Lay. Frito-Lay, thank you very much. Do you have anything to say in your acceptance
Thank you, my
speech?
darlings. You will not regret your choice.
Better luck next time, Mr. Whiskers.
Have
Mr.
it
Whiskers.
your way, Oprah Winfrey.
Anyways, if the world doesn't end, we'll see you all next year.
Have fun with those flooded cars there, guy.
Oh, it came in a little late, but Bitsy says, Mr. Whispers, I pledge my soul to the black hole in a ball gown and sneakers.
Kind of a look. Kind of a look.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. All right. We are going to take a brief intermission just to get some water and stuff, and you can use it to get a drink. We recommend alcoholic beverages. Drunker you are, the funnier we are.
I recommend water. It's hot out.
Can't we have both?
You'll pay.
Yeah, you can do both.
That's right. And so we'll be back in a couple of minutes with a second set just chock full of fun games. So stay tuned. Back in a
Times
moment.
ahead. Honk, honk.
Oh, that's the wrong slide. You're live.
All right, we're back for a second set of mayhem. And I remind you, we're doing tonight's show in support of suicide prevention and crisis service here in Tompkins County. We've raised $75 so far, but I feel like we can do more. Could we get that up to 200? I think we can, but only if your audience is willing to make a small donation. If you can pop in a 20, if that's in your means, go for it. If you can only pop in $1, that's okay too. Every little bit helps, right? So let's show them some love. They really show love to others when they really need it. All right. With that said, now it's time to kick off the second set. We're going to start off with an old Flops favorite, call 186. And to get 186 going, I need you to populate our chat with just everyday objects. And we're going to take those everyday objects and we're going to incorporate them into a stock joke, which goes like this: 186 blanks walk into the bar. And the bartender says, "We don't serve blanks here." And the blanks say, and that's where we put in a tremendously hysterical punchline that will amaze you with our mastery of puns and all sorts of crazy stuff. And so while you're doing that, I'm going to go to one of your previous suggestions, which also included objects, and I'll pick one to get us started. And we're going to go with, from Jennifer, good suggestion. We didn't get to use it yet, but we'll use it now. 186 tweezers. 186 tweezers. That Cam.
186 tweezers walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve tweezers here." So yeah, well, pluck you.
RCM.
186 tweezers walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve your type here." And the tweezers say, "You're really plucking our last nerve."
Chance Showers.
186 tweezers walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve tweezers here." And the tweezers say, "Well, obviously, this is a very low-brow establishment."
Oh, Riggy.
186 tweezers walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Oh, guys, I'm sorry. We just can't serve this many tweezers. 186, that's a lot." And they say, "Well, you should count yourself lucky. We're a splinter cell of the 18,600 of group that's outside."
And Rations.
186 tweezers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." Tweezers say, "What's with these homies?" Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Weezers.
186 tweezers walk into the bar, and the bartender says, no, we don't serve tweezers here." And the tweezers say, "Come on, man, you yanking us?" Catch the Showers.
186 tweezers walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve tweezers here." And the tweezer says, "Well, pluck off."
Cam.
186 tweezers walk into the bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve tweezers here." And they're like, "Oh, come on, man, just a pinch."
Wormhammer.
186 tweezers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve tweezers here." Tweezers say, "Well, things are about to get a lot hairier then."
Okay. Let's get a new one. This one from Bitsy. Brushes. 186 brushes. Riggy.
186 brushes walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve brushes here." And the brushes say, "Whether we're about to get tangled."
Moon.
186 brushes walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve brushes here." The brushes say to each other, "I told you we shouldn't have comb in here."
Lobb.
186 old-fashioned brushes walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "No, we don't serve brushes here." And the brushes say, "Oh, come on, this place could sure be a lot fuller."
186 brushes walk into the bar. I got that. And the bartender says, "We don't serve brushes here." And the brushes say, "Oh yeah, you better change your attitude or we're going to give you an old-fashioned spanking." Propcorn.
186 brushes walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve brushes here." And the brushes say, "Well, who's a brush got to blow dry to get in here?"
Joe Lobb, and then RCM.
186 brushes walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Oh, please, we don't serve brushes here." And the brushes don't say a word. They just stand there and bristle.
RCM.
186 hairbrushes walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve brushes here." And the brushes says, "Why not? There looks like there's plenty of groom."
All right. Okay. Wormhammer, then Riggy.
186 brushes walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve brushes here." Brushes say, "All right, guys, let's get out of here. Let's comb through some other bars."
There you go. Riggy.
Take a walk with me. 186 brushes walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve brushes here." And the brushes say, "We got them, boys. Yeah, that's right. We're from the NAABP. And unless you want a lawsuit on your hands, you're going to have to give us a little bit of conditioner so we can sweep this under the rug."
There's a lot there.
That was a long walk.
That's a long walk. I'm tired. I'm
Really
picking a new
painted a
word.
world there.
Yeah. Let's pick a new one. Bones. Jennifer gave us bones. Let's go. 186 bones. Joe Lobb.
186 bones walk into a bar. The bartender says, "No, we don't serve bones." And the bones all say, "Oh, what a joint."
Chance of Showers.
186 bones walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve bones here." And the bones say, "Well, we don't find that slightly humorous."
Oh, Wormhammer.
186 other bones walked into the bar and heard what Chance of Shower just said. And they said, "Wow, that was funny."
Moonman.
186 bones walk into a bar. Bartender who's studying to be a doctor says, "Hey, where's the rest of the body?"
RCM.
186 bones walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve bones here." And the bones said, "Oh, you've just fractured our confidence."
Propcorn.
186 bones walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve bones here." The bones say, "Well, maybe I can come in tomorrow."
I'm jumping in. 186 bones walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve bones here." And the bones say, "Oh, come on, man. We just need a drink. We're not any kind of bones. We're them dry bones and bones and bones. We're dry bones." Chance Showers.
186 bones walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve bones here." And the bones say, "Hey, man, get hip."
All right, Wormhammer.
186 bones walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve bones here." And the bones say, "Well, we're the bones of a child, because child don't have all 204 bones yet. And you gotta let children do whatever they want."
Riggy.
186 bones walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve bones here." And they said, "Well, what a shame. We were going to spend a skeleton of money."
And that's 186.
Yay.
Good job. Thanks for the suggestions to our audience. And so while you're recovering from that, I need you to put in the chat things you might say to someone if you were having an argument with them. Things you might say to someone when you're having an argument and you want to win that argument. I'm going to throw it in their face. And this is we're going to play a game called Whose Line Is It Anyway? And so while you're doing that, this is going to be a game for Propcorn and RCM. And what they're going to do, they're going to be two people having an argument. And at various times, I am going to send to them one of your suggestions. The other won't see it. and they won't see it until I send it, and then they have to incorporate it immediately into the scene and justify it, and it'll be really, really funny, right? So while we're thinking about that, Moonman, what's a relationship between these two flops, do you think? Okay, chance of showers while waiting.
Aha! What is a relationship between these two people?
Yes.
I think one is a customer service representative and the other has been slighted by that company.
Okay, very nice. And just to make it a little bit weird, like we do, Joe Lobb, where's their scene taking place?
Their scene is taking place in the auto service pit at Indianapolis.
Okay, I like that. So what you're going to do is we're going to start your scene, and periodically I will send you some kind of thing from our audience that you have to incorporate into your scene. Start at your leisure.
Excuse me, but my tire here, it just blew, and I'm only 23 feet into the Indianapolis 500, and already your tires are doing me wrong.
It is very, very unusual, sir, that you would call me all the way down to the racetrack for a customer service issue. I'm at home with my children. It's a Saturday, and here I am 23 feet from the starting line. What the hell have you done to these tires?
Well, I just pulled out, and there it goes, just kerplooey. And my sponsor here happens to be Dunlop Tires, so I'm using your damn tires, and there they go. This isn't a good ad for you guys.
If you had kissed me dead on the mouth, this would not have happened.
Well, is it too late to just put on a new tire and kiss you on the damn mouth?
Yes, indeed it is. That was something that should have just happened before you even started the race. You can't unpop a tire with a kiss. You can keep a tire from popping with a very mushy, tongue-laden kiss.
Are you kidding me?
Would I joke about something this serious, sir? You're in the Indy 500.
This is like you don't even know my pant size at all,
These are the details that I asked you to leave with me at the customer service desk. Your inseam, your pant size, the radius of your skull, and you failed to do that as well. I think some of this responsibility lies on you, the customer.
23 feet. I've got another 499 miles and some 5,279 feet to go here. And you know what? You can take this blown tire and you can put it where the sun don't shine, hun.
Wow. Wow. I have been insulted many times, sir, by customers, but where the sun don't shine, that is a low blow. You know what my mom would say at this point? She would say, listen, you sawed-off piece of dog dookie. You have gotten yourself into this hot water. You get yourself out of it. I might be fired by Goodyear. You know what? I have given them the best years of my life. I'm down here on a Saturday helping your ass.
Don't slut shame me.
I just did, you dog dookie. You sawed off piece of dog dookie.
When pigs fly, buddy.
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm your mom and you'll have to do what I tell you anyway.
Well, now I just hope you die a horrible death.
To say that to your mother and your Goodyear rep, you deserve to lose this race.
You know what? You have to put the base on first before you paint. That's what my grandfather always told me.
How dare you talk to your mother like that? I put the base on first before I paint. And now I'm really angry you didn't give me a kiss before this race. You know, you should know where the spoons go, Richard. You should know that by now.
Okay, now I know where the spoons go. I've got a nice little thing of ice cream here that I usually, like every race between lap 410 and 411, I enjoy my ice cream with my spoons. But you know what? I know we're arguing a lot, but I know I'm right because I saw it on Facebook.
Ah, well, is that where you get all your information these days, Richard? You don't know where the spoons go, do you?
Never mind. I don't want your help.
Perfect. Then I'm heading home. Good luck, son. You made it 23 feet.
And scene. Kudos to our amazing audience for those brilliant suggestions.
They were great. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great.
Super, super well. And that is Whose Line. And so now we're going to play Flop's original game created by Rigamarole and the lovely Mrs. Gumby. And this is called The Birds and the Bees. In this game, Hand Rations and Camel Treasure are going to be two parents trying to explain to the rest of us, their kids, well, how the world works. And all flops can be on camera for that. Now, to make this work really, really well.
Get back here, kids.
Get back here, you hooligans. So
Joey,
for our audience,
you too.
This is what we need from you. We need you to give us, euphemisms of what something, that thing might be like, right? It's like
hobbies,
making honey. It's right.
It's like collecting stamps.
Or baseball cards.
It's like making saltwater taffy.
Right. And the parents are going to explain to us, the kids, how the world works using that euphemism in as many ways as they can. Of course, we're not very smart kids, so we're going to stretch them a little bit. So in the chat, just give us little hobbies and things that you think would be wild to see us try and work with. Okay, got our first suggestion, like gardening. I have a feeling there are going to be some others, so I'm just going to wait a moment. That's a good one. But we have some weird people out there, so I just feel like, yeah, here they come in, gambling, watercolor. Okay. Like dying on an airplane. Okay.
That's a hobby. Yep.
It's a hobby.
I can't tell you.
It is exactly like that.
I can't tell you how many times I died on an airplane before the pandemic.
yeah.
All the time. Just
You can only master it once.
Yep.
Kids these days, they don't appreciate dying on an airplane.
back in my
All
day, we
right.
didn't have Pokemon. We had dying on an airplane.
Yep, it's true. It's true. Let's see, like hiking, dusting under the couch. I'm going to go with one that's kind of weird. Well, they're all weird, but Leathertown gives us gambling. I'm going to go with gambling.
All right, kids, gather round, gather round. Little Joey there kind of asked us a question, so we feel like we should kind of talk about it. And your mother's here too. She's going to help us, aren't you, dear?
Yes, I know none of us want to talk about this. You all want to get back to like watching The Simpsons and all that sort of stuff, but we need to explain how the world works. Because, you know, you're going to be talking to other kids at school, and their parents already gave them this talk years ago. So no more procrastinating on it. We just got to do it.
So when two people love each other very much, one will take and put in the other's face to blow on it. And then they will shake it vigorously and shoot their load. And they're going for sevens. But oftentimes it comes up snake eyes.
Is that why you have we have 7 kids in our family?
That's exactly why we have 7 kids, Joey.
Oh, no.
We thought it would be lucky, but really, sometimes it's not actually that lucky.
And sometimes
We don't love you all equally. We love you all equally, But you know, sometimes you think that you're going to be the big winner and you're not. And that's okay. Maybe you lost some money, maybe you bet it all and the house always wins, but
Right.
we're a family.
So when little Timmy was born, what game were you playing?
It was roulette. And we spun
Not Russian
that
roulette, regular roulette.
No, yeah, not Russian. We're not monsters. For the most part. No. So what we did was we spun the hospital bed, and then whichever we put names on the wall, on all the walls, and spun the bed, and wherever he shot out, whichever name he hit, that was his name.
Is that why my ears keep ringing?
That is, and it's also why you've got a flat spot right here. Your lucky flat spot.
Is that why my name is Oxygen?
Yeah.
Actually, that was your grandmother's name.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether this is a family tradition.
You're actually O2. So.
Right. That makes so much more sense now.
Right. So, and you know, we have, yes, Joey, were you gonna say something?
Yeah. Why do we have somebody named Snake Eyes in our family?
Well, sometimes when the shoe gets low, you take the gamble and hope that there are lots of face cards left that you can beat the house with, and sometimes it just doesn't happen that way.
Why would you want to beat a house with cards that came out of a shoe? That doesn't make a lot of sense.
That's a really good question, Tim. When two people love each other, right? So, you know what? I think your mother really has a handle on this one. Take it away, dear.
Yeah, see, the reason that we're saying, like, you want to beat the house, it's all about love here. And it's all about, you just want to see what you can win. And sometimes they say the house always wins. And sometimes that's true. But always doesn't always mean always. And every once in a while, things happen.
Your mother makes a great point there.
I think Anesthesia has a question.
Anesthesia, yeah.
I do. I don't.
Yes, sweetie.
So everybody says this is supposed to be a beautiful experience, but the way you're describing it makes it sound really scary. Can you tell me the beautiful and special parts?
So when like it can be scary when someone first says we're gonna do this, you can be like a little overwhelming.
There's
but
a lot of loud noises and a lot of blinking lights and a lot of other people that want to win.
Right. There's so much going on, but if you just kind of let that stuff go, and it'll come into focus your desires, and you'll walk right up there and you'll grab that long stiff arm and you'll give it a tug, and you'll see it go cherry, 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 and then it starts dinging and you will just be in heaven.
So, Daddy, how come when I went to school yesterday, just like you said I should, I asked everyone to blow on my fuzzy dice and I got kicked out?
Oh, I told you that. No. Okay, so we're gonna have that talk again. Schools are very not understanding, okay? They just don't. There are too many people out there that feel that gambling is wrong and that you shouldn't gamble. And we are not that kind of family. We feel that if it's in you and you want to do it, then you do it as much as you want to do it.
Yes, just do it responsibly. Always be sure to keep your poker face.
Right.
Mom, I have a question. When you and Dad were playing poker, what did it mean when you asked him if he was all in?
See, that's a phrase that it has a lot of meaning to it. And
Oh.
really, I think it all comes down to love. And really,
Oh.
when you ask if you're all in, that's how you know the game is really getting started.
Oh.
And just to follow up on that super quickly, it helps if you have a full house afterwards.
I have some.
Like ours.
What?
Yeah,
We do
I've-
have a full house.
we do. You're right.
It's very
Yes.
full. I don't even have my own room.
Too full.
Too full.
Too
Yeah.
full.
So
Yeah. Go ahead.
I've heard some things at school too, and I was wondering, like, if the saying "quit while you're ahead" is right. Is that true?
No, it's not true, and I'll tell you why. Because we as a family don't believe in quitting. We are not quitters, okay? We grab the big wheel and we spin it, right? We do it with all our heart. We put everything into it. It becomes our life. And we're screaming, "Come on, Red! Come on, Red!" And that's just how we express our love.
Yeah. Does that mean none of us have to worry about being discarded, or should we worry?
Honey?
Well, you don't have to worry about that right now. I mean, maybe if we go a bit more into debt, but honestly, we're a family here, and family doesn't bet away their family.
Okay, I feel better now. Thank you.
Yeah, I do too.
I have
Anastasia? Anesthesia.
I'm O2. I'm O2. Why do you always get us mixed up? Anesthesia, I'm O2.
I'm sorry, O2.
Damn it, Daddy.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. You had a question?
I just want to know who Jackpot is, because Mommy was screaming, "Jackpot! Jackpot! Jackpot!" And she seems so mad, and I don't know what to think. Who's Jackpot?
That's something that you'll understand when you're older, sweetie. That's something that's just, it's an experience that can't quite be put into words other than the word jackpot. So
Right.
you don't have to worry about that right now.
You'll be
So
okay.
it's not another baby?
No.
No, if we have another baby, we're not naming them Jackpot. We're just spinning the bed around again, and we're probably gonna name them Wall or something.
Right.
Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
is it bad if you fold?
You know what? Sometimes it's just not in the cards, and that's all you can do. There's no shame in it. You just got to come back another day and hope that your hands are strong.
Kenny Rogers says you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run.
Very smart man.
I don't know what all that means, but it sounds complicated.
You will one day. Remember how I told you the experience is going to be, it'll all come into focus when you're ready to receive it.
Okay.
And don't forget about beating the house too. Somewhere in there, with all that running and folding, you gotta beat the house.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it the only thing you can do is beat the house. I mean, it's.
And it never.
There's nothing else to do. No.
Okay.
Phil, you've been on your phone the whole time. What's the deal, man?
Yeah, well, I'm 13. I know more about this than you do, probably. But one thing I'm a little confused about, and Google's not been helping me, is the rule of 21. I don't really get the rule of 21. Could you fill me in on that?
The rule of 21?
Yeah.
Well, so
you got to remember that. You got to remember when the aces are wild.
Right, she's right, because if you go over 21, you're gonna bust, and then the night's over, and no one wants that. So. Okay.
And what's this about craps?
Craps. That's a very good thing. Very good question, Philip. Thank you.
Mhm.
So the thing with craps is, it's kind of the opposite of snake eyes. It's quite similar to jackpot, actually. Anesthesia. I mean O2. So you can make the correlate. I'm sorry, sweetheart. It'll be fine. But, yeah.
Debbie, do you
Okay.
even know who we are?
I do, O2. I do. I'm so sorry.
I
You wanna
hear
go for
that
ice cream?
when someone gets craps, there's a lot of cleanup.
There's usually it's lots of joyful cleanup though. It's something you do in celebration with each other.
Okay.
Who cleans up cheerfully? No,
Like cleaning up.
I'm
Yo.
not signing up for that.
Anastasia, please stop. O2, please stop whining. Please.
With this family.
No, you
I
can't.
would-
No, you can't quit.
Bye.
You can. Oh, Anastasia, I go too. Come back.
If you can't keep the twins' names completely straightened out in your mind, then I don't think we're going to be playing poker again anytime soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check on her.
Oh God.
I don't know if that helped or not. I think I'm twice as confused as I was before, and that was already pretty confused.
I'll just Google it, Dad, but thanks.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm all right,
think my
kids. Any?
I think my acid reflux is back. I'm going.
I'm sorry, Phil.
I'm gonna go blow on my own fuzzy balls.
Sounds like a good idea.
I found a website with lots of visual aids, so I'll just be in my room by myself.
All right, I guess I gotta play this hand solo again.
And scene.
You got to know when to hold 'em.
You got a lot of mileage out of that one. A lot of mileage. All right, we're gonna play.
Sorry, O2, you can come back now.
I'm never talking to you again. All right, we're gonna play a game called Five Line Movie Genre Scene, and this will be a game for, let me see, Riggy, Joe Lobb, Chance of Showers, Wormhammer, and I'm gonna cast RCM in this as well. RCM subbing for me. And how this is, they're gonna do a scene for you from a movie that should never be made, and I'm gonna pull a suggestion right out of our chat for that. They're going to deliver one line at a time, and then they're going to re-deliver it in different movie genre styles. So your job, audience, now is to put different movie genre styles into our chat. And while you do that, I'm going to find the title of our movie. Okay, I have the title of our movie. We're going to see a scene from Murdering the Mushroom.
Oh.
This one on delivers the first line.
Oh.
Oh.
Such a shame. You used to be a really fun guy.
Pretty sure you can eat these.
I'm gonna get that guy who killed my favorite friend.
Mushroom? I hardly knew him.
And it's no funeral for you. It's cremation all the way, baby.
Okay, that's our establishing scene. Now let's see it in some other genres. And I'm going to start with buddy cop. Let's see it as a cop buddy cop picture.
Buddy Cop, the Buddy Cop movie, Buddy.
Buddy.
By Wemo.
By Wemo.
Yeah. I get it. Your partner used to be a real fun guy. Not me, though.
Listen, man, I've had more field experience than you. You can eat these.
Well, man, I'm gonna get the guy that killed my friend.
Why, I didn't muster him. I hardly knew him.
And it's no funeral for either of you two. It's going to be a double cremation all the way, baby.
All right, buddy cop, cop buddy, whichever. Let's see it again now as a horror movie. A horror movie.
One guy more. Fungi no more.
It's black, it's foaming, it's not looking good, but I'm pretty sure you can eat these.
I'm gonna get the guy who killed my favorite friend.
Mushroom. Mushroom. I didn't know.
And you think you're going to have a funeral? It will be double cremation followed by picnic, baby.
All right. Let's see it now as a rom-com.
It's a shame. Daryl used to be like such a fun guy. Too bad he turned out to be a cheater.
Oh, I'm gonna Romeo and Juliet style this. I know you can't eat these, but
I'm gonna get that guy who screwed my favorite friend.
Don't rush it. I mean, if anything, just mush it.
Well, it's not going to be a funeral. It's just going to be a cremation, but we'll all have a great time. We can meet new people, baby.
All right. Let's see it as a musical. Let's see it as a musical.
Such a shame. You used to be such a fun guy.
I used to spend so much time in my room, but now I'm outside gonna eat a mushroom.
Gonna get him, gonna get him, gonna get that guy who killed my best friend.
She's muted, so I'll do it. Mushroom! Oh, my mushroom! Oh.
Mushroom.
It's not going to be a funeral. It's going to be a good time for us all. A cremation, baby.
And finally, let's see it as a mafia gangsta pick.
I told him. It's such a shame. Because he used to be a real fun guy.
I want to know the location. So either you tell me, or you're gonna eat this mushroom.
Kill him. I'm gonna kill the guy who killed my best friend.
I says to him, I says, Vinny, baby, you can't go on like this. It's all It's all crazy. You're gonna be sleeping with the mushrooms, Finny. No.
Yeah, I've been to a few funerals in my day. But you know what? The way to go is cremation, baby.
All right.
Oh,
And that's
sorry.
5-line movie genre scene. You okay, Riggy?
Oh,
Yeah,
it went off
purple
in my
tunnel.
hand.
Oh, gotta be careful. Shouldn't have that thing loaded. So it is. We're gonna play one final game tonight, and this is an all play for everybody. This game is called Last Flop Standing. So let's get all the flops here on the screen, and we are gonna debate something amazing for you. And I'm gonna set a 4-minute timer for this game. And how the game works is we've got a topic from you. One flop will start debating that topic or telling why they think something is so. At any point, but hopefully after we've given them a chance to talk a little bit, another flop may disagree in some way, and they're going to ask to be recognized. And they will briefly, and flops, I emphasize briefly, tell us why they disagree. I'll rule on whether they're right or wrong. If I rule in their favor, they get to take over. If I rule against them, the person who is talking stays. At the end of 4 minutes, the last flop standing is the winner.
Wiener.
So, the wiener. So let me get the timer going, and then I will give you your topic. All right, and our topic tonight will be a lot of good ones too. But I'm going to go with, is it better to die by fire or ice? And I'm going to say, RCM, why don't you start us off on that?
Okay. Well, I think that this topic is open and shut in that it's clear that when you die by ice, you basically fall asleep gently. It's peaceful. It feels like you're floating away on a crystally cloud. Whereas, from what I understand, being burnt alive is one of the most excruciating, longest deaths a person can have. So I'm going to go with ice.
Okay, Joe Lobb.
Not true. You've been given false information. Dying by fire is the easiest and quickest because when you take a breath, all the hot air goes in, superheats your lungs. You can't breathe.
Wasn't brief, but keep going.
You can't breathe and lights out. That's it. Whereas cold, you feel it every minute, the cold creeping up your limbs.
And rations.
I think that it's more important to know the context in which you're encountering fire or ice.
That's
namely
true.
Birthday cake or ice cream.
Yes, that's true. Go.
Yes. See, fire and ice, they're both very hazardous things. But really, if we're thinking about which one is worse, we should also be thinking about whether it's an enjoyable experience. Like, are you getting a brain freeze from too much like mint chocolate chip ice cream? Or are you somebody who tries to eat a birthday cake before you blow the candles out?
Wormhammer.
Who says you have to die? Why can't you just Captain America it?
No, you have to die. Go ahead, rations.
Yes, I think that if you're somebody who eats a birthday candle while there's still fire, that is a more painful death because you are embarrassed by the fact
Popcorn.
that you didn't know whether to.
Yeah, well, I appreciate where you're going with this about the importance to have a little bit of pleasure, but cold makes your nipples hard, which feels good.
That's true.
Yes. So it really is about these last few moments of life here, and fire hurts. You know, you got fire on you, it's gonna hurt, but the cold is your skin, your little hairs stand up. There's
Chance of showers.
pleasure.
I'm sorry, but actually, scientifically, you are more likely to die of fire than you are of ice because hypothermia
That's true.
is actually, we induce hypothermia in people to preserve their cells so that cell damage does not occur, so that death to the cell does not occur. It preserves the tissues, much like Walt Disney, who in his own time wanted to be cryogenically preserved.
Moonman.
And so fire.
No one said this was going to be quick.
That's true.
You could have one leg crushed by a giant block of ice. You're still dying by ice, but it might take a while. Same with the flame. Maybe only half your body is burned.
Rigamarole.
We're very focused on the dying part and not the part of what afterlife you're going to get based off of which way you died.
No, that's irrelevant. Not part of the discussion. Keep going, Moon.
I mean, it can take a while. It can take days. And we got to get past this assumption that it's going to be a quick death.
Chance of showers.
I'm sorry, Ruth. That is trauma if ice falls on you, and you do not, sir, have a point. If a chunk of ice falls on you, that is completely different.
Now, irrelevant to the conversation. Wormhammer, sir, your hand.
When you are, I think fire is better because you will get cooked and taste really good for all your friends after.
That's true.
Okay, so when, if you want to die, you want to not die having done nothing for your friends and for the world around you. You want to at least taste good at the
RCM.
end.
I have to agree and yet disagree. I would make an amazing Mexicle. Like, you could easily take off a chunk, hold it by the bone, and just lick it like a Mexicle.
That's true, and that's time.
Oh,
RCM wins. Everybody was trying to get Mexicle.
A Mexicle.
It's pretty good.
there you go.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's delicious.
We'll think about it in the committee.
Yeah. All right. That is last flop standing, and that is our show for this evening. We want to thank everybody who participated in our audience. We had lots of great suggestions tonight. You were a terrific audience.
There was only one bad one, and we'll let you figure out which one it was.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
Work on it for next time. Look at that pup.
I'd just like to say really quickly, my mom texted me to let us know that we're all nuts. So thanks, Mama Treasure.
Mama Treasure. I'm gonna call that a big win for us. And I'll remind everybody, if you haven't had a chance to contribute to our charity this month, Suicide Prevention and Crisis Service of Tompkins County, please consider doing that. And we'll be back third Friday of September with a new organization and a new show and all new games, as always. Thanks for being here. We love you. See ya.
Bye. Come back soon.
Oh.